Good evening, everybody across the nation, around the world, wherever you may be. This is the NECA King, and today we have something extremely special planned. Big show. Thank you to Mr. Rashawn Francis. Again, a million thank yous to Rashawn, always coming through. Today, a very special package has arrived, and it is the most anticipated TMNT figure of all time, the greatest TMNT figure of all time, the start of a whole new revolution, upending collecting TMNT figures for all time. Maybe it is the Mondo Donatello. This is what everybody has all been waiting for, and we have got the goods today. We have got the timed edition, that's right, and we are going to crack it open right now. I just want to thank Rashawn. Every single time he gets something really, really cool that I can't afford, he throws it over to me and lets me crack it open on film. And it's just so special to me that he allows me to do that. So I'm just going to crack this open. The most anticipated TMNT figure of the year. Extremely expensive. Reselling now for twice what it was. You bought it and now you can resell it for twice what it is. And he hasn't even opened this. This is still cherry, still directly from the mailman. He's letting me crack a freshie. That expensive? See, the man is an angel. Anyway, I'm going to crack this open right now. Fucking fragile piece of shit. Mondo Donatello. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, man. You think I fucked it up? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a big box. That's a big, heavy box. All right, my God. It's even got one of my favorite things on it, which is like a holographic-y kind of stamp thing. Takes me back to my Trapper Keeper in 1992. All right, let's get this thing out on the table and open it up because I'm schwitzing over here. It's been 100 degrees where I'm at for like the last week. The AC isn't doing shit, and I'm schwitzing, and I look like a hobo, like on camera. So I'm getting this out on the table so we don't have to look at me anymore. First, I'll start off with the box. And yeah, I'm going to focus on the box for a little bit, so fucking strap in. Even the box is a work of art. Just from the artwork on the front to everything that's included inside. Even down to like the little shipping details. They give you little corner pieces so your corners don't get all fucked up. Little things like that. It means they care. You know, it means they care. Artwork on the box is incredible. I can't wait to see the artwork on all the boxes that are going to come after this. All the things, look at all the detail, all the things that come with it, all the accessories, the stuff that's up on his wall. You know, you got this whole turtle lair motif with his Donnie's lab thing going on, the computer, his tools, the mousers, whatnot. Let's get a look up at the detail. This is truly a box that's just like a work of art. You know, I don't want to glaze the box too much and spend like 6 minutes talking about the box, but they thought about every little detail. The back looks great. Got the credits on here. Everybody who was involved with making the figure, pause that if you want to check it out. You got this little monologue in here. I was going to do a dramatic reading of this, but the fucking video is already too long. But it's great. It's like they have this big dramatic reading set up of their figure. They have comic panels inside. You get 2 pages of comic panels on the inside of the box. It's just, man... It's so good. It's so good. There's so much thought put into it, so much detail. It's beautiful. Look at the insert. It's basically the same picture as the front of the box, except it doesn't have the Mousers and Donatello, so you can see like everything in Donnie's lab. He's got the hat from the first movie. That's the other thing, is that I think that these are supposed to be kind of like extensions of the first and second movies, like a alternate if the third movie didn't exist kind of thing. So, yeah, lots of stuff in that box, man. Big box with lots of stuff in it. Look at this brick. You get like this brick of a blister inside that's just packed full. It's got 2 different levels to it, and the back is extra accessories and everything. So, you know, here's what people have been talking. Here's the narrative around this figure. People are really excited about these Mondo figures. They're basically saying this is the next big thing now that NECA is potentially losing the license. They're coming out swinging, and they come out with this Donatello, and right out of the gate, it's just like one of the best Donatello figures ever made. I got it there compared all the other Donatellos. But, you know, if this is the Donatello figure, and Leo was just shown, and now that San Diego Comic-Con just happened, they've shown all the rest of the line too. My God, these things just look incredible. The paint, the sculpt, the detail, the tiny little things that they thought up to stick on here. You know, the knee pad, one of the knee pads is like a kid's sport knee pad that looks kind of like it was pulled out of the garbage. The other one is made of a piece of tire. There's just like all these tiny little details from the front to the back. The pouches on the belt look great. The shell looks great. The skin looks great. The paint application is absolutely perfect. And this is what you have to appreciate about this figure, because this is where the figure hits the home run. The way it looks, the way it poses, and the way it kind of feels. I got to agree with some other YouTubers, some other lesser YouTubers. It doesn't knock it out of the park with that, but my God, the way that it looks is absolutely perfect. I don't think that you could design a better Ninja Turtle figure than these, especially given the fact, like, especially this timed version comes with like 5 different heads. They have all these interchangeable expressions. It's just absolutely killer. And then it comes with a little metalhead head too. I hope that they release a metalhead for this that goes along with it. But yeah, I mean, tons of hands, tons of heads, a couple different bandanas. So what it lacks in posability, it makes up for in creativity and expression and what you can actually do with the thing. The accessories are absolutely out of the park. Look, the heads, you know, you can take them apart. You can change, you can swap these expressions. It doesn't always work 1,000,000%. They're kind of like, if you swap the expressions, sometimes the head doesn't slide on as well to the next head as it did to the other one. But, you know, whatever, you know, you swap them out. You can get, I mean, with 4 different heads that are broken into 3 different pieces, you can get like hundreds of different combinations with this. But be wary, because, you know, it doesn't always slot together exactly perfect. But you can get them to slot together. So, I mean, look at that. Look at that beauty. I mean, the expression, the detail, the paintwork, it doesn't get any better. It's fucking great, man. I love the flight stand that's with it. It's not exactly a flight stand because you can't get it to really clamp onto it well enough to get it to a flying position, a jumping position. I tried a couple times. But this is extremely solid stand, made out of metal. I really appreciate that. Most flight stands are so flimsy. Then you got just this accessory loadout is so killer. You know, you got your glasses with the tape on them. You've got that ninja weapon that nobody knows what it's called, mousers, video game control wrist gauntlet. You got a grappling hook. You've got tech goggles. You've got laser effects or lightning effects for his like electronic bow staff. Turtle communicator. You got, you know, Donnie's watch. Always got to have a tech watch. Tons of little ninja weapons. Got a couple ninja stars. Got a couple tools for him, a wrench and a screwdriver. And then, of course, you got the bow staffs and the metal head. So altogether, it just is an enormous array of accessories. Right there, this tiny little thing is a hook for the grappling hook. Hooks right onto the belt. A lot of people were asking what that little guy is. Don't lose that. It's not a trifle. That actually hooks the grappling hook on there. So let's take a look at this detail, man. I mean, all these tiny little things in here, the way that everything looks lived in and used, everything looks kind of scrapped and salvaged. He's got those 9-volt batteries on his belt. He's got the fanny pack, which apparently is removable, but no fucking way that I was going to yank that thing off of Rashawn's figure and owe him $400 if I broke it. But yeah, like all the tiny little leather work, everything looks worn, used. Love the tire made knee pad. The RAF is coming out next year. It's going to have a whole suit of armor made out of like tire armor. I love that little detail. So lived in, so worldly, like a story behind it, you know? And with all the different accessories that you can apply to this, and I'm sure that you can swap the accessories with the other Ninja Turtles too, you get all 4 of them, you're going to have an endless array of shit to do on your shelf with these. People have been bitching and moaning about the fucking posability. Listen, guys, they're fucking turtles. They're fucking turtles. They have a shell, okay? They're not supposed to be posable. Some fucking retard on the forum was in the Facebook group was like, oh, look at all the movies and cartoons and all the Ninja Turtle poses that they get into. They're obvious. It's like, yeah, it's a cartoon, you fucking dolt. You can draw the turtle doing anything he wants. Have you ever seen the famous picture on the NES cartridge? Donatello's making this move with his arm like it's impossible to do. You can't fucking do that. Like, the stuff that they get the Ninja Turtles to do in the cartoon and stuff, you can't get them to do in real life because it's not possible. Anyway, let's check out these Mousers. These are the highlight, I think, outside of the actual Donatello figure. Of course, you only get these if you got the timed version. So you poor people who can't afford these, you can just turn the video off now. Kind of gross. I really don't want you watching this video in the first place. The Mousers are just so detailed and, again, so worldly, so lived in. They obviously have been captured by Donnie and have been remade and reprogrammed by him. They got the foot logo crossed out and everything with a turtle logo stamped on it. There's just like storytelling behind accessories. You know what I mean? Like, the accessories are telling a story, and that is what's so great about this figure. It's not, fuck the articulation, fuck the shitty wrists, which we're going to get to in a second. That'll be the last thing I talk about. This thing looks incredible. When somebody walks into your room and sees your shit on the shelf, they're going to be drawn to these Mondo figures first. And, just over the next 12 months as these come out and you can complete your set, which apparently is going to include Bebop and Rocksteady and some foot soldiers, it's like I almost want to sell all my NECA and just start buying this shit. But anyway, let's talk about the downsides. We've talked about the upsides. Let's talk about the downsides. It is a very light figure. It's not as heavy as it looks like it's going to be. So it does kind of have a loosey-goosey feel to it, but not really as much as some other people have been saying. Some people said they got really loose legs. This one didn't have that. I was actually appreciating how much easier it is to pose without feeling like you're going to break it like a NECA figure, and how easily the head sculpt pops off and you can pop another one on. Speaking of popping things on and off, watch out for the wrists. This thing has extremely delicate wrists. I almost broke one. Just changing out the hands, even with warm water. Just changing out the hands, I almost snapped one of these fucking wrists off. Almost ended my friendship with Rashawn. But be extremely careful, as is the case with all of these collector's items. Be extremely careful. Watch what you're doing. Pull off accessories and put them on with intention. Use heat. Don't just yank. You know what I mean? If you feel it resisting, don't just yank harder. You're going to fucking break it. And yeah, maybe that shouldn't be the case with a $300 figure, but it is. It just is the name of the game. These things are posable statues. They're not, they're not the action figures we grew up with in the 80s. We really can't expect that kind of durability. And we really can't expect endless posability with characters that are like... The whole joke of the Ninja Turtles is that they don't work in reality. You can't have a stealthy, graceful, silent moving, fully articulated, posable turtle, because that's not the anatomy of a turtle, even when it's taking a human form. But anyway... Despite some posability issues, despite the shitty wrists and all that, it's an amazing figure, 100% win. Put it on your shelf. I am extremely tempted, even in my poor state, to pick these up. I will be getting them eventually, even if I have to get them at the aftermarket price. And I'm 100% getting, I'm going to pre-order RAF as soon as it's up. That's just the way that it is. But anyway, thank you for stopping in. This is the NECA King. I love you guys very much. And yes, I'm back at it. I'm making videos again. I almost retired after $10,000 shelf, but I think I'm going to keep making videos for you guys. Love you very much. I will see you on the next episode of the NECA King.